If you want to stop stressing about money in 2025, here are my top 5 personal finance tips for getting better with money, getting a higher net worth, and just feeling a little bit less stress and anxiety about money. Hi everyone, my name is Jose Cantos, and this is my personal finance channel. But today we're focusing on my top 5 tips for obtaining financial freedom and getting your net worth up, budgeting, etc. So first tip, automate as much as you can. So I've mentioned in previous videos that you can check out on my channel on using Monarch. I use this one app that's in the App Store for budgeting, net worth tracking, expense tracking. My wife also uses the app, so we both feed everything into one spot. I also have one bank account with Ally Checking and Savings that my wife put all of our money into, and that goes into a high yield savings. We have all of our investments automatically accruing. Each week, a certain amount of money gets automatically allocated to our 401ks, IRAs, taxable accounts, etc. And so again, just number one tip is automate as much as you can. It works while you're sleeping, while you go to work, and your accounts are always getting that money. Tip number 2, high yield savings. I use Ally Bank for savings. I think the rate right now is like 3.6 APY, which is not as high as it's been historically, but it's still a pretty good guaranteed amount. Before I bought my house, I had most of my down payment in a high yield savings, and I made almost 7 or 8 grand in that entire process. So definitely use those to your advantage, especially when saving up for a big purchase. Tip number 3, in 2025, we have AI, so there's no excuse to not know where to start or how to get the ball rolling. Use AI, use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT for a lot of budgeting and creating projections and asking questions about what's a Roth IRA, what's a taxable account, what should I do for my personal situation. So for me, currently my net worth is 450K. That's myself and my wife's net worth together. And I run a lot of scenarios. I plan maybe if we have kids someday, what I should be storing in what accounts, how we should invest our money, how big my emergency fund should be. So use AI, use the tools we have today. It's easier now than it's ever been, but we are so addicted to our phones that it's hard to get off them and actually start doing something. Please use AI to your advantage. Tip number 4, audit all of your subscriptions. They eat up your expenses and they're recurring. With subscription models like Spotify, Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, they can really eat into your bank account. Use the Monarch Money app and it'll show you your recurring and non-recurring expenses. Maybe there's a small fee that's been adding up. Your taxable account is charging you $5, kind of like my Robinhood account was, because I had Robinhood Gold for the longest time and I just recently realized that I don't need it anymore. So just keep tabs on those, make sure you know where every single dollar is going, and that'll just tighten everything up. And then last but not least is tip number 5, invest continually. Like I said in tip number 1, make sure that you automate everything. Set up all your investments to take money out every week. It doesn't have to be $1,000. Doesn't have to be $100. It could be $5 if you want. Over time, that consistency will compound and it'll kind of act like a dividend almost and just reinvest itself. So make sure you start low. Start with 5, maybe in a few weeks, get it to 10, 15, 20, and eventually work up to 100. I've done that and it's got me to 450K net worth and it's continually growing. I see the pace increasing faster every year. I think honestly, if you would apply these tips starting from 0, you could reach 100K in 1 to 2 years if you just go full head on. Those are pretty much all my tips. Again, top 5 tips for personal finance in 2025. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Check out my budgeting video on Monarch, and I'll do another net worth update here in the next video. Thank you so much.